Laws.com Legal Forms Guide. A Form I-129 is used by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for the petition of a non-immigrant worker visa. The form is required for any worker who does not intend to become a permanent resident to legally enter the United States. In this case, we are using the Form I-129 provided by the Department of Homeland Security. Examples of the form can be found online or directly from a Department of Homeland Security office. The first step is to provide the employer information on the form. In the proper boxes, put the employer's name, followed by their address and contact number. You must identify the purpose of the petition in Part 2. Include the non-immigrant classification of the worker, the basis for the classification, and the requested action that relates to your application. In line 5, indicate how many applicants your Form I-129 will cover. In Part 3, you must identify the individual or group you are sponsoring for the petition. Indicate the person or group's name, birth dates, social security numbers, locations of birth, and any other information that applies to the applicant. You may need supplemental forms, which are provided for each additional person covered by the Form I-129. Provide the processing information in Part 4. Select the offices that need to be informed of approval of the form. On the fourth page in Part 4, indicate the passport and supplemental petitions being filed in conjunction with this form. Select yes or no for each corresponding question. Some questions may require you to write supplemental information on the extra forms that come with the Form I-129. Fill in Part 5, stating the information of the employer and the nature of the employment. You must include the type of business, the type of employment, the compensation that will be given to the employee, dates of the employment period, and any other information that relates to your situation. Part 6 requires the employer to certify that they will comply with all technological data release regulations. The employer must indicate whether a license from the U.S. Department of Commerce is needed for this type of employment. Page 6 requires signatures and certifications of the employer as well as the preparer of the form if someone other than the employing entity filled it out. To watch more videos, please make sure to visit laws.com.